So disaster is on the horizon. There are 1 in 2 of you at least that are going to die without a will in place. This is going to be shocking, and I'm going to tell you some of the worst case scenarios that could possibly happen in the hope that you watch this video, you take it on board, and you do something about it. Now, when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you about what you leave behind for your children. But I'm also talking to your parents and what they might leave you. So if you've not thought about this, your parents may not have thought about it either. Have a family meeting and get this thing sorted out. Okay, so let's go through die without a will. What's the worst case? If you die without a will and own 100% of a company or property, your legacy could go to a estranged sibling or ex-spouse. Oof, think about that. HMRC will take 40% inheritance, lenders may freeze assets, and your family could face years of probate hell, all completely legally. I mean, it's just a disaster, isn't it? You know, they can't live, they can't get money out of the company, they can't take it out of the buy-to-let bank account because it doesn't belong to them. Who does it belong to? Well, at the moment when you pass away, no one, because you've not specified who. So then they've got to go through probate, and I'll explain more later on, but you can see the disasters waiting for you and your children, or what your parents might leave behind. Legacy ebook, feel free to look at that. I talk about succession planning, inheritance tax, etc., all in that ebook, which you can download for free using that QR code. This is also going to be forming part of a training course that you can access as well for free on our YouTube channel. There is that QR code. Please access that for free and learn from it. All the links will be in the description box as well. Some of the disasters that you could face. Assets distributed per the cause. Not great sign. Shares go to unintended heirs. Now you may say, well, I've got a wife or may have a partner. And if you've not got married and you've not got a will, guess what? They could be kicked out of the house, by the way. So that's the worst case scenario for the partner. And if you haven't specified, you may have an estranged child and they could get a good chunk of the assets because they plead poverty. They plead that they need maintenance, and you promised back in the day that this would happen, but you've got no documentation to say exclude that person. All right, so assets, bank accounts are frozen. Lenders demand repayment. If you've got limited companies, buy-to-let properties, and your loans outstanding, they could come after the estate. That's going to be an interesting one. If you've got buy-to-let mortgages, the lenders could come for your assets and force them to be sold. In times of recession, that is not going to be a pretty sight at all. And you'll lose all that rental income as well, which is not great. Probate, very long delays. If you've not got an executive, clearly wouldn't have done because you've not got a will in place. Someone will have to stand up and go for the executor role to galvanize all the information together, which is probably here, there, and everywhere. Pension documents, wills and acquisitions, completion statements, which you've probably not assembled. If you've not got a will, how else can you assemble all the other more complex stuff, right? So all of that's going to take a long time, and stress and grieving all happening at the same time. Will they be thinking straight? Probably not. Will assets go missing? Probably. And it all goes to the crown. Overpay inheritance tax because you've not done any gift planning. You are most likely to leave your estate with an inheritance tax bill of 40%, give and take your allowances. Now, if you have the banks coming in for their money as well, actually, you could be just left with debt. So think about that. What to do now? First thing is get a will, with a business clause in it. It's really important to get a will done. It's £100. Use our QR code, which is shown at the end of the screen, plus the QR code links, and all the rest of that will be in the description box below. So get that sorted out at the very least. Get a shareholder agreement. If you have limited companies, make sure that you look at your shareholder agreements and specify what happens on death. Add co-owners. If you've got buy-to-let properties, maybe you should now think about splitting these assets between you, your spouse, maybe your children, directors and shareholders, maybe restructuring your business and thinking about family investment companies if you have not done so already. Prepare a succession plan. If you've got buy-to-let properties, you've got limited companies, you've got other types of investments, who is going to get those? Who's going to manage those? Who's going to make sure it grows once you've left this mortal coil? All of these things really need to be thought about and discussed with your children. And whilst they're young, this is a good time for them to learn, right? Get them involved in your business. We can help you with this. By the way, succession planning is going to be a key feature of our business going forwards. So make sure you're part of that. Make gifts to reduce inheritance tax. Use of trust, maybe. Again, gift planning is going to be a key thing. All right. So hopefully that's been useful. My name is Simon Mishowicz. I'm a UK property tax specialist. I'm also a qualified will writer. There is my URL. Book a 10-minute discovery call with us using that QR code. At the very least, get your will sorted out. Less than £100. We've got online software you can use right now after this video. Stop watching every other YouTube video. Get this sorted right now. And hopefully we'll see you soon.